Okay guys, so it's recording now, and the if we look at this code, right, what we have done yesterday is I think we work until the light and dark mode, correct? So that was done. The issue yesterday was just changing the file name, right, to the JSX. So I changed and it suddenly worked, right? So just remember that. Now in the responsive, when I make this go below maybe medium device, this link hide, okay? But what I'm going to do now, right, I will display maybe on the left side here, or I can put it right side here, right, somewhere, the icon, menu icon, right? And when you click on that icon, it should just drop down the list of our navigation item, right? So let's do that. So I will just put it maybe in the left side here, okay? Okay, so now if we look at this header section, that's the header. There is a container, right? And this is the main item, correct? Main box which wraps everything, correct? And inside we have 3 different sections, right? So that is the first one with the logo. So what I will do, just before the logo, right here, I will just add that. Okay, so what I'm gonna add now, right? I mean, for example, let's say div, right? I just put the div here, and let's call it menu, okay? Menu icon, for example. Just think of this, very simple. And if here is a class name, right? And in the small device I want to hide, sorry, display, okay? So I will just leave it like that. But if I go above MD, right, I want to be hidden like that. So this div will be hidden above MD, but below you're gonna see that menu. So see if this work. So see, there is a menu now, right? See that there is a menu. All right, and when you click this when you click this menu, it should display the list of item. And when you go above, it's just hidden, right? Above MD it will be hide. So that is all the concept, right? So let's take care of this. So I will remove this one for now. So to do that kind of work, right, there is something inside CDN called I think spreadsheet. No, not a spreadsheet, but here, right? See, so if you, let's say, I just select not select, but click on this and look at here. This is the icon, right? Let's say button or icon, whatever we can use. When you click on this, you see this on the right side. We can make it left, right, top, bottom, anywhere you can put, right? There is 4 options the side you can put, okay? So that's it. That is all we're gonna add, right? And if you look at the example here, top, right, bottom, left, this property we have to apply, okay? So if I put the left, right, left, so it appear on the left side. So I'm just going to use the left, okay? Here is for example, but we're just going to use left. So for now, let's go back and install this. I don't want to make a file and copy all this. I'll just install. It will create everything automatically. Simple enough. Let's terminate this and install. You just imagine, like you just written one component which you want to use to display the navigation bar, right, on the mobile menu. Just imagine that one, okay? So that is here, sheet.jsx, and it has all this, whatever the code, right? I mean, to combine all the functions and the Tailwind CSS codes, you have this function from utilities, calling from utilities. This is the set primitive that root, whatever the variable, I don't know what it's doing, but look at the set trigger, set close, So all these things are coming from this primitive, right? So this primitive is coming from the Redux UI. Remember, Redux UI is something, you know, there is a library, right? Redux UI. So I have not studied Redux UI, but as I said yesterday also, right, and in the beginning, shadcn just use the Redux UI and the Tailwind and make something out of there, right? Okay. So someone in the future, someone want to get more details, you have to study this Redux UI, right? And there is icon from the Lucid React, okay, correct. Yeah, so now, so once we have this, right, once we have this, see, it exports now all this thing, okay. We can call it maybe all these variables, right, or functions, whatever is this. So this is a set, here is a set that will be the main component or main wrapper, like a box or div. Then there is a trigger, right? Trigger is like click, when you click something, right, it should open, okay, trigger. And there is a close also. So we're going to use set, yeah, to wrap everything. Then we're going to have trigger to put the icon there, and when you click on that trigger, right, then we can maybe add the content, okay. So we just add the content, right. I think that will be good enough. Yeah, so we don't need the, I mean, if you want to display a lot of things, right, you can, because this can be used for many things, you know. Even you have a form where you click and display the forms, you can have header, footer, title, all these things are there, okay. So content and description, so I think content will be good enough, right. Yeah, okay, so fine, let's get this one, okay. Let's import now, right. So you see, here is the import, correct. This is the import, but I will delete some of the items we don't use, okay. So in the header section, on the top here, I will import now, right. And yeah, I will delete all these things I don't need. I'm just going to use set, content and description. No, I need a trigger also, right. Where is trigger? Yeah, because trigger is important. We're gonna click and then display something. The next, we have Lucid here, React, right. Shopping cart, sun, moon, all that. I need one more icon called menu. Menu, right, menu icon or menu maybe will be okay, menu. So that is kind of I think that is a square box, okay. Not square but hamburger box, right. So yeah, hamburger icon, or you can call it icon, you know. That's good. Now, right, now it's time to write the code. So where we're gonna display that, we're gonna display somewhere in the container, inside the container, just here, right here. So let's try, okay. So I'm gonna have a set, this one, right, and then I'm gonna add trigger. So that is set, trigger, because I want to add this icon, okay. And that icon will be menu, right, menu. Good enough. So let's see if this much working, right. Menu, I think this can be closed, self close. We can we do self close here, because we're not gonna put anything, right. Oh, it did not work. uh, Menu, right, so we can, okay, so leave it, no problem. Okay, so let's put some class name here, okay. Class name, I think we can give width of 6, height of 6. We use 6 all over the place. And MD, I want to hide it, okay, hidden, right. Fine, so that is a trigger, and let's verify that. So it did not display. set trigger, at set trigger, and then menu. I hope I didn't make some mistake here, you know. Still did not pop up. Oh my god. So sheet content left. Okay, fine, let's write the other code, right, and then we will see. So we have sheet content, okay, and inside this content, right, we have the content here. Yeah, so now inside here we're gonna add the code, right? So that will be, we're gonna add the nav bar, nav, right, something like that, nav. And let's, now we have to display all the item, right? So we just put, you know, basically do the same thing what we have done here, okay, the same thing. So we just copy this whole thing, right? Yeah, so let's copy this. Okay, the only thing now, right, the problem will be this, see, this things will be, this is still horizontal, right? We need to add vertically, okay, go from top to bottom, but we will fix that one. Okay, let's wait. And we need to give a side where you want to display, right? So side, I'm gonna give it left, okay, left, side will be left. So let's try now. It's still not coming. Why is that? Oh, our server is not running. Oh my god, guys, someone tell me. Okay, now check. So there is error, right? So let's wait for a second, and when we go down, there's, you see, there is the box, and when you click, you get this horizontal menu already. So we're gonna convert this by adding some flex. So let's try that. So where I'm gonna add flex, all is inside the nav here, right? Everything is inside the nav. So let's put here class name, and we say flex, then gap maybe 4. Yeah, so that should be good. So this is, you know, there is a gap, right, but it gets horizontal. We need to make a column, okay, so that will be flex call, correct, flex call, close that, flex call. Okay, so that's it. Now you can close, you can see, right, you can see there a menu, all that. Okay, so let's look at the this on the, in the clear one, right? So it looks something like this. Okay guys, and now, I mean, we can just add some more CSS, right? So what we can do is, let's say what we can do, right, we can give some width to this box, you know, to the, I think here, right, this it. So let's add some width. Okay, I mean, you can define all the tailwind CSS. Okay, so here we can say width, maybe how much width you want that content, right, how far it can go. So width, how much, 200 pixel will be enough, or maybe 300 pixel, like that. What else we can add? Let's say width will be 300 in the small. If you go maybe little bit large, right, like below small will be 300. If you go a little more, we can make it maybe 400, you know, we can do that. So small device width will be 400 pixel. Okay, that is good enough. Yeah, I think that's fine, right? Let's leave it. So you can click and you see now, okay, just 300 pixel, so you can change the font size and all that, right? But it's just working. So you have to close it, or maybe click somewhere. I think when you click somewhere it will be also gone, right? So when you click it will be gone. Okay, so that is all, right? That was the remaining part of this navigation. Now you can put whatever content you want, right? You can make the, basically some body sections. You can add anything here, let's, for example, you want to add calendar. So where is the calendar, right? Date, CA, this one. See, something you need in your project, so let's say in the future when you're making some kind of time scheduling app, right, where you need a calendar, you can simply use from here. So just install. So guys, this was the some idea, right, how to play around with the shadcn. I just exposed to all of you, right, because I'm going to use in my next projects, even right, because I'm going to work on this our Valencia bootcamp site, right? Bootcamp, or you call it learning management system. I have to be, this will be ready, I think by the December first week, right? It will be launched. So when the next batch starts, everything should be there. Okay, so I want to work with you guys, but we have to see how we're gonna do that. Okay, let's first finish our work by the end of October, and then after that, we will maybe look at the way we're gonna do some work on that. So I will be using the same everything from here, right? Because that's gonna save a lot of time, and at least it should be, I mean, the design should be some better, right? I'm hopeful for that. So we just copy this and put it there, right, somewhere. So let's say in the page here, right, in the page you want to display the calendar. So what is saying is just import. I mean, you can just create one component, right? Simple enough. Can we do that? So in the, not in the UI, but somewhere here, I will call it calendar. Okay, calendar dot make sure JSX, and then because this is the whole component, right? So why not return calendar? So we have to do React arrow function create, and let's put this here. So this return part is a calendar, right? That is what it is returning. So we just put inside the return here. So there is two return, we delete one, and so this is the code for, this code is for, remember, this code is for the, what do you call that, TypeScript. We don't need that, we just need new date, right? New date, and it is added as a object array here, and we have to import calendar also. So now we need to get this, just put it on the top here, and done. So our calendar is ready. So if you go to the page, I want to display somewhere here right below this. So let's call this calendar, right? Calendar. Now import. Okay, and we can add here. So component, that's the content calendar, right? So coming from components calendar. Okay, that's good enough. So let's check now. So if you go to the home page, okay, I need to start the server again. Let's refresh. Something went wrong. Okay, so something to do with date is not a function, or it returns a value not iterable, right? New date. Okay, let me see what is the issue here. So we get a new date, right? So you have set date, console log set date, right? Set date, new date. Oh, okay, so look like this is set date, right? And new this is the date. So look like this is the use state hook. Okay, so let's do that one. I'm sure this is use state. Okay, so use client, I have to make use client, client client, and then import use state hook, and then I'm gonna pass this inside the use state, right? Use state hook here, and pass that new date. Okay, so the problem is oh sorry, this will be called inside the calendar now. Yeah, so when you have a hook, it must be go here, right? And I think that should solve the problem. Let's see. Yeah, so we got this calendar. Okay, so I mean you can add the width, height, make it fit in some box, right? That will be fine. But anyway guys, so that was something we just look at. I hope this is still working. Dark mode, light mode, right? All that working, everything is okay. So this is all for the shadcn, right? And maybe when we work, not maybe, we're going to use this. Okay, when we're going to work on the project, right? So after the next week, or maybe after your test, right? The goal is to little bit go through the auth system, next auth and all that, right? Understand the login, log out, and how things work. So we're gonna complete that part, and then we're gonna take one nice project and work on that. Okay, so that project should give us the at least the good confidence with the Next.js, and in a different functionality, right? We can use through that. So I will make sure that one project, with doing one project, everyone should be confident with Next.js and all the latest things we're going to use in Next.js. Okay, I will do my best to just make it everyone get it right. I will try. So I will stop here now, guys.